In the heart of outback Queensland, where drought can be unforgiving, most farmers turn to chemicals to keep their crops alive. But what if there was another way? No rain, no residues, no worries. Meet the Currant family, members of a growing community going against the grain.
Words can't describe it, how it makes me feel when I see them run around the farm and that. It's very important to us.
Because Simon knows it's what lies beneath his little girl's feet that will secure their future.
Well, there's no better investment than investing in your soil, because if you look after your soil, it looks after you. Like, the soil is the heart of the farm.
A farm he was raised on and now runs. For 4 generations, the Currants have toiled for this soil, but with Simon at the wheel and science on his side, they're seeing results.
We've never used any synthetic fertilisers, and always had to try to reduce our use of herbicides and insecticides on the farm.
Costly inputs that have been stripping our earth bare of nutrients and moisture for decades.
And there's been some statements put around that we only have 60 to 100 harvests left, because if we continue at the business as usual approach as we're going, we will be degrading our soils so much that we won't actually be able to grow food in them anymore.
We wanted to look a way to maintain our soil health and provide sustainability and lift our overall profitability.
The answer? Australian Certified Sustainable, a world-first holistic approach to farming focused on regenerating our fragile soils and connecting every link in the food chain to instead build a food community.
What that means then is that the products that they're buying, it's fully traceable back to the paddock where it was grown. That farmer is taking steps to improve the soil, to provide the right conditions for the biology in the soil to be working really well, so that the carbon cycle, the mineral cycle, the water cycle is all working really well to produce then a product that's then tested non-GMO and chemical-free.
University of Queensland researchers found greenhouse gas emissions from certified sustainable wheat producers were 80% lower than conventional Australian farms.
No one in the world, I believe, is doing what we're doing right here.
And for Simon, the proof is in the paddock, an above average yield in a season of below average rainfall.
Besides the benefits in the paddock, we've become part of a like-minded community that cares about their soil health and making it better for the future generations to come.
I actually think that our farmers are saving the planet, basically. All of this talk about being able to reduce emissions and being able to farm sustainably, it starts at the ground and how we look after that and how we tend to it. But also, we can't expect them to do this without still being able to produce food for us. So that really important connection that you can look after the soil while producing amazing food, and that people can now actually see that logo, see that certification, and know that that's what's happening.
From Simon's sorghum fields in central Queensland to country heritage feeds at Pittsworth near Toowoomba, where his grain is processed and packed before being delivered to regenerative farms across Australia, like Echo Valley at Goombra, to feed the Breen family's chooks, that then lay eggs for you and I.
Free range gives an opportunity to focus on the animal welfare, but perhaps there's not much known about human welfare, which is the organic world, and even less about soil welfare. And as I've gotten to know the grain growers in this field, it's inspiring. What are we feeding chickens? When they're free range, they're not just eating grass, they're eating grain, they're eating feed that we produce. So where that grain comes from is impacting the health of the bird.
The same goes for Simon's wheat, which ends up here at Wholegrain Milling in Gunnedah, where Craig Neale's family have led the way for more than 4 decades.
We started way back when functional food wasn't really accepted. The passion and belief for me is good food, looking after your environment, doing what I feel is honest and true, and also selling to people the relationships that we build. I mean, money can't buy that. We're the one of the very few mills in Australia that 100% stone mill, so we put the whole grain in and we extract the flour out of it. So there's nothing taken out of it and there's nothing artificially done on the way in. So it is far more nutritious, it's better for fibre, it has better health benefits than conventionally milled, and also it has a nicer story.
A story that continues at Burleigh on the Gold Coast, where that certified sustainable flour is crafted by artisans into the best sourdough bread you'll ever taste.
People don't get to see big hunks of the business, you know, the bakers working at 2 or 3 o'clock at night, the flour millers in Gunnedah and the grain growers who toil and strive through drought and fire and flood and all the rest of it to get bread on your table. And I just think we need to sort of acknowledge them. They care. The most important customers here are mums with kids because they're the ones at most risk. They come here and buy Burleigh bread because they know that it's got the integrity behind it. One loaf of bread's not going to make any difference, but a lifetime of eating packaged food versus artisan-made food from scratch with the right ingredients is health and well-being.
I think what's happened over the past 40 or 50 years is there's been a huge disconnect between consumers and how their food is grown. Most don't have any idea. They don't understand the importance of looking after your soil, being a land steward, and hopefully we can help to tell the story of the soil, the grain, the milling, and then the baking, so that people can be part of that food community and connect further with farmers.
And as the sun sets over Namala Farm, Simon has faith that just over the horizon lies a brighter tomorrow sealed with sustainability.